I can still hear the clinking of glasses, the sharp high-pitched sound that cut through my silence the night everything fell apart. It was supposed to be a simple Sunday dinner. No guests, no expectations. Just me, Mark, and a night of peace after weeks of chaos. But peace never lasts long in the Parker family. The spark. Mom's furious, Mark said, leaning against the kitchen counter scrolling through his phone. His voice was casual, but his jaw tightened with every word. She says you've changed, Emily. That ever since we moved into this house, you've gotten cold. My hands froze mid-wash over the dishes. Cold? Because I don't want to host 30 people every month? Because I want a weekend without cleaning after your cousin's kids. He sighed. It's family. They just miss you. Hosting one dinner isn't the end of the world. I turned to face him, water dripping from my fingertips. It's never one dinner, Mark. It's every holiday, every birthday, every time your mother decides my home is her stage. He looked at me with that same weary expression, the one that said I was being difficult. That was the night I said no. No to hosting Thanksgiving. No to pretending everything was fine. And that single no cracked open something rotten beneath the surface of our perfect family facade. The backlash started with subtle things. Cold text messages from his sister. Guess we're not welcome anymore. Snide comments on Facebook from his mother about lazy wives and broken traditions. Even his father, usually quiet, chimed in with a post about how some people forget where they came from. Mark didn't defend me. He didn't even notice. Instead, he said, maybe if you just hosted this one time they'd calm down. As if appeasing bullies ever silenced them. The next week they decided to drop by. All of them, his parents, 2 sisters, their husbands, their children. My quiet home erupted with noise, judgment, and perfume that smelled like overripe lilies. His mother looked around, lips pursed. So this is the house we're not good enough to be invited to anymore. I smiled tightly. You're welcome to visit, but I'm not hosting big gatherings anymore. She sneered. Maybe if you weren't so busy trying to control everything. Mom, Mark interrupted weakly. Let's just eat. But the damage was done. Every bite of that tense dinner felt like swallowing glass. The discovery. That night, after they left, I cleaned the wine stains off the table. My hands were trembling, my jaw aching from forced smiles. Then I found it. Mark's phone, forgotten on the counter, screen lit with a new message. She's losing it. His sister Claire had texted in a family group chat without me. Told you she'd turn on us. We were right about her. Then came one from his mother. She's isolating you, Mark. Don't let her ruin this family. And his response. A single line that shattered the illusion of partnership we'd built over 10 years. I know. I'm handling it. Don't worry, she won't stop us. That single word clung to me like ice. I scrolled higher, screenshots, conversations, months of subtle manipulation. They'd been discussing me, mocking me, dissecting my every move. They'd twisted my exhaustion into selfishness, my boundaries into cruelty. And Mark, my husband, had fed them every detail. The confrontation. When he came downstairs, I was waiting, his phone in my hand, the chat open. Handling it. I asked quietly. That what you call it now? His face went pale. Emily, it's not what you think. Don't lie. My voice cracked. You let them tear me apart. You stood there and watched them turn me into their villain. He ran a hand through his hair, pacing. I was trying to keep the peace. You know how they are, if I don't agree they. So you threw me under the bus to keep your mother happy? Silence. The kind that swallows you whole. I was protecting you, he said finally. From them. I laughed loud, bitter, broken. No, Mark. You were protecting yourself. The revenge. I didn't scream. I didn't pack a bag. Instead, I hosted the dinner they wanted. I told them all, his parents, his sisters, even Mark, that I'd changed my mind. Let's have one last family night, I said sweetly. To make things right. The night was perfect, music, laughter, wine flowing like a river. They relaxed, smug in their victory. Then after dessert I brought out the projector. A slideshow, I said. A few family memories. The first image was a screenshot of their group chat. Then another. And another. Every cruel word, every message, every secret plan. I stood there, silent, as their laughter curdled into horror. His mother's fork clattered against her plate. "You, how dare you?" I smiled, voice calm. "I just thought everyone deserved to see how this family really talks about each other." Mark's face burned crimson. "Emily, turn it off." But I didn't. I let every message play, every lie unravel in the open. When it ended, I said simply, "Dinner's over." The aftermath. They left one by one, angry, humiliated, exposed. Mark followed, suitcase in hand, muttering something about needing space. That was 6 months ago. Now the house is quiet again. The air smells like lavender and wood polish instead of tension. I host dinners still, but with people who don't expect me to sacrifice myself for their comfort. Sometimes when I sip my wine, I think about that night, how betrayal doesn't always come from strangers. Sometimes it comes from the people who smile at your table while sharpening knives under the cloth. And when I remember the look on their faces as the truth burned across that screen, I don't feel guilt. Only peace. Because sometimes the only way to end a performance is to show the audience the script.